Hi, this is Iris from Cashmere Goat in Camden, Maine. And in this video, we're going to be talking about binding off in pattern, why we do it, when we do it, and how we do it. So stick around if that sounds like something that would be helpful to you. Typically, we're asked to bind off in pattern at ribbing edges. For example, at the hem of a sweater or at sleeves. I'm right now working on the funnel neck of my Carp-Beth. We've been doing the Carbeth knit along in January 2024. And so we're looking at the neck of a sweater right now. So let's take a close look at what's happening. So the first few stitches here at the beginning of my funnel neck, I've cast off in just the regular old knitwise kind of a way. And you can see the edge is very neat. We've got all those V's lying sideways. And from the front, it's a very sort of flat edge. So it's just sort of flat there. And then I've also done a few, get that needle out of the way. I've done a few bind offs in pattern, meaning that I'm casting off knitwise, just like I would typically, and then also purlwise when I come to the purl twos, because this is a knit two, purl two ribbing. So you can see from the top, the edge looks a little bit wiggly. From the front, my eye perceives that it's almost as though I'm allowing my purl two sections to kind of have a little bit more flexibility to do what ribbing does, which is to stretch back and forth. So that's why that sort of little zigzag situation that we're having kind of gives your eye that view and gives the fabric the chance to behave as it wants to in a knit two, purl two rib. So again, this is not like it's not stretchy. I was careful to be kind of relaxed with my casting off, binding off, but it's definitely an edge, whereas this feels like the bind off is in continuation of the fabric, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's actually do a few stitches and practice the bind off in pattern. So my first two are knit two, and so I'm just going to do my regular old knit two, pass the first stitch over, kind of keeping things a little loose. Then here's where it gets fun. Move my yarn forward because my next two are purl two. So I'm purling the next stitch. Oops, didn't quite get that one through. And I have to move my yarn back and then lift my stitch up and over my needle tip. Move my yarn forward because I have another purl stitch right there. Move my yarn back. Get ready to leapfrog. And there are our first few stitches. Now my yarn's already in the back, all set up for a couple knit stitches, cast off, bind off, interchangeable words. And now I'm up for a couple purl stitches. The yarn comes forward, have a purl stitch. Yarn moves back so that I can leapfrog my stitch over top. Yarn comes forward again so I can perform the next purl stitch. And yarn back so I can leapfrog. And that is it. Here's our finished bound off in pattern collar. You can see by looking at it that it has a beautiful stretch to it. Part of that is just, casting off or binding off with a bit of a looser tension. But then we can really see all of that zigzagging here, beautiful stretchiness. And from the front, it really does continue the idea of that 2x2 rib where your purl ridges are allowed to sort of squish together as they want to in the fabric. Hope this video has been helpful for you, and if you liked it, please do give us a like on the video or leave us a comment. Don't forget to subscribe to the Cashmere Goats YouTube channel for more videos, tutorials, and otherwise. Thanks so much for watching, and happy making!